One thing about Houston, what really intrigued me about this job was the athletes that they have. I know they play fast, and we did some similar stuff to Arizona State. One of the reasons I wanted to come because I know they had great athletes, and I know this program is on the up and up. I mean, I would have to say Coach Erickson, Dennis Erickson. He got me as a GA at Oregon State, and kind of been with him for a long time, you know, and coached different positions, running backs, tight ends, receivers, special teams, and he's allowed me to grow, and he's been the biggest influence in my life. Took me to the NFL when he went there, and so I would say he'd probably be the #1 guy. My whole thing is sometimes coaches, they want to overcoach it. I keep it simple so the kids can play fast, they know what they're doing, and I think that allows them to play fast. Playing fast is knowing what you're doing. Being fast and talented is always going to be there, but playing fast is knowing what you're doing. So I think that keep it as simple as possible, and don't let your ego get it and try to out-scheme people as much, and just be solid in what you're doing, and then those kids are going to make the plays. Well, the best thing about coming here is I know Coach Levine was a special teams guy. So I knew for a fact that I was going to get what I wanted as far as who I got to put on those in that situation, and he's going to let me focus on doing that, and I know it's going to be an emphasis. So that was exciting for me. They got to understand that it's a privilege to be on special teams. If they understand it's a privilege to be on special teams, then you're going to be good. It's a privilege. It's not a chore. That's the first thing I tell them. It's a privilege. You have to earn that spot. It's not just because you're a backup linebacker or you're a third-string running back. We're going to have starters on it, starters that are starters on offense and defense. The best players are going to play on special teams. Also, you got to understand these kids, it's a different day and age. You got to keep it short and sweet. You know, because you got to keep their attention span. If you're in there with 4-hour meetings, they're probably only listening for 15 minutes. So you get straight to the point, tell them what you want to get done, play fast, coach fast, play fast, and it works out for me. I know there's talent here, and I expect it to be as good as it's been. Everything we do, everything that I want to show as a coach is I want to be the top in the nation in everything we do. Kickoff return, punt return, that's always our goal. That's our first goal. And it's worked for us, and I hope to do the same here at Houston. When I coach, if I'm coaching tight ends, like last year I coached tight ends and inside receivers, I had them in the same room, and they all need to know what the other guy's doing. So for instance, if the tight ends, they need to know what the receivers are doing. Receivers, I want them to know what the tight ends are doing. So everyone knows what each job is doing, and it helps them to understand the whole offense, and it helps you work as a machine. I mean, they got to understand they're here to play football, but they're also here to go to school and to become men, just like you said. They got to learn how to grow up and be accountable and do what they're supposed to do. And I think that helps me, going through that helps me show them how to get it done right. So if they're not doing it right, I can kind of lead them to it. I mean, it's the #1 thing. That's why they're here to graduate. I mean, college degree helps you with your life in general. You know, everyone knows that. So they got to understand that they're here to get a college degree, and they will see how important that is for their whole life. Because a lot of them won't play at the next level, so they're going to be doing other things. And in our society, you got to have your college degree to do that. I mean, I feel like I'm there, even when I'm recruiting, I feel like I'm like an extension of their family from wherever they are. They got to be able to come see me, you know, come in my office, talk about things besides football, they got to feel comfortable. They got to trust me. I have to trust them, and once that trust is there, then they're going to do whatever. They're going to do what you want on the field. They're going to do what they're supposed to in the classroom, and that's how I've always had a relationship with my players. All my players, I still talk to them, all of them. Spending time with my family. I got my daughter's 18 and my wife, and you know, we just kind of just hang out, go to the movies, go to the mall, and just have fun. Maybe go take a couple trips to I'm from California, so we'll go there. I got some family in Seattle. We'll go up to Seattle, and we'll just kind of hang out, man. Watch movies and talk mess. Well, we were at the convention. We were in San Antonio. Had a couple interviews up there, and my last interview was with Coach Levine, and he called me 15 minutes later, offered me the job, and I accepted it because this was the place that I wanted out of the places that I was looking at. And so I flew back yesterday to Phoenix, and then this morning I got up and got here. So I'm here. Got up at 4 this morning, flew in, and I'm ready to roll.